Yes, I know, we haven't gone in there yet. We will soon, though. We will soon. Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of a hat in time. This is Minty Fresh that we got at the end of last episode, because I didn't get what would actually unlock these instruments. If we get a remix, something happens to these instruments, as I've said before. But in the last episode, what we actually did do was play Corgi Quest 7, the demo. We went into a blue time rift in our gallery, and the purple time rift of Deadbird Studio, learning the past and clarifying the rivalry between the Conductor and DJ Grooves. Also, we have an appointment with the Conductor, and we've left him hanging long enough. We're fashionably late, as all movie stars are. Or I would at least think that, you know. It's kind of funny that way. We can actually star on either one of them. But we're going to go for Murder on the Hour Express. This is actually a very long mission. It'll probably take the entire episode. Murder on the Hour Express, chapter Battle of the Birds, starring Conductor as the savvy train conductor, some girl as the detective useless, that's just rude, crows as the core agents, and owls as, well, owls. I don't think we're getting the best credit here, despite being the star. Look at that title card. You know what I'm using for the thumbnail, considering it's movies and all. And we get a nice sepia tone. This is actually an area that's in full colour, but to set the theme. In fact, Minty Fresh actually works really well with this colour scheme. With this filter, it works really well. I can't really turn the camera right now, but we can actually see how long the train goes. It's kind of insane.
Welcome back, lassie. I haven't written a script for my next movie yet, so we're not recording.
Aren't you supposed to be manning the train?
I'll call for you when the script is ready.
What are you doing out here? You're going to lose the script at this speed. Alright, well, let's just go have a little look inside and make ourselves at home. By the way, these particle effects at 60 frames kind of chug a bit. Thank God I'm playing at 30. Hello, you just walked up to me. You must want me for something.
Why, hello there, fellow owl. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting.
Turning into Shatner yet again.
As you can tell, I am also an express owl. I do much hooting.
I don't want to know what hooting you've been doing. And have you looked at yourself in the mirror?
From one owl to another, we can share details, yes? What is your uncle's sister's maiden name?
I don't think I should be giving that kind of details away. Uncle's sister's maiden name. Let's go with Fiona Barrington. 16 years of age. You thought you got lucky, but it turned out you had your hand in warm compost.
Oh, it is. I see. This is the kind of uncle's sister's maiden name I would expect from a fellow express owl.
Yeah, that was a Red Wolf reference, and I had to actually cut there because I couldn't think. It's like my Pokemon Nuzlocke. I can't think of nicknames, I'm terrible. But I don't want to give him my information. You gotta be joking. Also, by the way, considering the lighting of the sepia tone, considering what's been going on with Kingdom Hearts, I'm a little bit frightened. Oh dear. Oh god, she's showing off tricks. Let's get back to the plot.
Hello, fellow express owl. Do you care about security? I care about security a whole lot.
Yeah, me guess you're gonna ask for my security code. Get your nose out of my hat!
You should not be going around telling information to strangers. It could be a security risk. I can help your daily life become more secure. What is your favorite combination of letters and numbers? I see. Is also my favorite combination of letters and numbers.
That was just a random name I thought of, and that's what I'm going with.
Did you notice that there's suddenly a lot of crows on this train? They all gone on at the last stop. Speaking of, at which stop did you get on the train? What do you mean you fell from the sky?
You don't even know, buddy. Well, then again, you're all birds. Why do you take a train if you could just fly?
Did you know that having a pet helps improve self-confidence and relieve stress? Did you also know that pets can have pets? It is true. Unfortunately, us express owls are not allowed to have pets. It is a sacrifice we must make in the name of hooting.
Did all these crows just land on their heads or something? Or are they doing something more sinister, considering how they look?
But if you had a pet, what do you think the name of your pet's childhood pet would be?
Pet's childhood pet. That's a very odd sentence. Yeah, these guys are very shifty with the questions they ask and how suspicious they are with the upturned, like, collar and the, sleuthing, like, hat. Why can we not have a hat like that? Oh, well, let's go with... Hi, I'm Bob.
Is certainly an interesting name for a pet. Even for a pet's pet.
That's just confusing. Alright, we're finally allowed forward. Let's go talk to this actual owl. Hello, friend.
Have you noticed all these crows around the place? They keep asking for personal details, and I never know what to answer.
Well, answer incorrectly, because you don't want to give away your personal details, do you? Or just ignore them. Oh, it looks like there's a capita kind of security code there to stop you from being a bot. Yeah, I'm going to try and avoid him. Let's do that. Aha! You can't catch me! Oh no! I slipped! Oh no!
Hello, fellow express owl. I am stuck on an advanced mathematical and scientific issue. Do you see this advanced formula on the blackboard? I cannot decipher it.
Maybe it's because of how most birds have eyes to the other sides of their skulls?
Can you decipher the scientific formula for me? What does it say?
Oh, I pressed start thinking it would go straight to enter. That is not how that works.
I see. The solution is... It was obvious. Thank you, fellow express owl. And thank you for agreeing to the terms and conditions on the backside of the blackboard.
Ha! I got it wrong on purpose, so that doesn't apply to me. Yeah, I like how they actually just mumble under their breath what you typed, even though it doesn't actually say what you typed because of obvious reasons. But it's a nice way on like masking it. It's like, that's the answer. And yeah, you cannot even read this. Look how bad the resolution is. It's done on purpose.
I don't get it. How is this a scientific equation of any kind? It's just scrambled numbers and letters, like those you see on an online form.
Exactly. That's what I said.
It's really difficult to get settled down on this train with these crows crowding the place. They keep interviewing me about everything I do.
Yeah, what is the deal with these crows? Why are they asking questions like this? Are they trying to be shady? Shady birds? They're not penguins. Doesn't actually apply. Can't go through here right now, though.
Fellow express owl, do you ever wonder what it would be like to be a superhero? The most important feature of a superhero is the name. Every superhero needs an intricate name to their fame. If you were a superhero, what would your name be? If entered on an online form with standardized account identification requirements.
I'm not gonna tell you, you can just hat off.
That name is great. I can already imagine it. The mighty Savior of Justice.
That actually sounds pretty good, the mighty hat off.
I'll just write your answer down here real quick.
Yeah, you do that. I was going to go with Hatticus, but hat off. I meant it in a different manner, but that's actually kind of funny. Oh, wow, there's a lot of crows in here. But yes, we actually have a bit of gameplay now, instead of just talking.
Us express owls all have parts of our body we're ashamed of. This is why some owls choose to pluck their feathers.
Talking to crows all the time.
Which body part of yours are you the most ashamed of, fellow express owl?
Wait, the I didn't get typed in. Oh, it did get typed in. Okay, that's a little bit odd. I was going to type in wings, but it didn't look like the I got typed in there.
Oh, poor express owl. You shouldn't be ashamed of your... But you'd better get your... checked out by a doctor. I read online it could be a sign of bird flu.
Ha ha ha! You see what I did there? Wings! Bird flew! I'm funny. That was all planned. But yes, now we have gameplay. I forgot that he was actually there, but I had that just in hand in case of pun-related jokes. Come up this way to the corner and Icegon's literally just sitting here on its own, which is kind of funny actually, because with that in tow, if you haven't already made your ice hat, we're going to quickly swap over to it over here. Notice that our ice hat, by the way, is after our mod hats. I never actually talked about this. The reason being is because that all your hats are shown in the wheel in the order of when you obtain them. So that's a thing. And I could have easily just jumped over to that switch, but if we do it this way, it looks more epic. And we just grabbed a Conductor emblem. They give us additional points for this mission. Remember, on the map that I mentioned at the end near the end of last episode, you get points throughout these missions, and we need to get a maximum of 2,000, and whoever has the most points on their levels affects the final level of this chapter.
Wait! Don't come in here! I lost my contact lens somewhere. Please, don't step on it. I can't move out of the way. I might step on it myself.
How are you going to look for it then? And now I just made that keyblade keyblade joke with the eyes and whatnot. Now I actually have a key in my hand. Yeah, this really doesn't bode well. I mean, look at this. Does this strike fear into your heart? I expect to screen cap somebody. Grab those pawns in a moment. There's a present here. It's not a relic, because they're normally in their own chests. Let's pop it open. Hey, a crime-solving outfit. Time to solve crime. Watch out for this tiny detective. And we get a full cosmetic swap. Hello?
Is this the kid with the hat? I hope you like my present. Go to the back of the train. Your uncle's sister has come to visit you.
I like how they just completely skip her name.
You better show your fam some love, or I'll be talking to a corpse next time.
I don't have a sister named Barrington. I made it up. How is this happening? Obviously, this is some sort of sting using our information that we falsely gave. Yes, we are a detective. Its power is the same as Hat Kid's hat. Thing is, it's only a rental. It only lasts for this episode, and it permanently replaces your, well, Hat Kid's main hat until the mission is complete. And it's probably the only hat that you need, but you can swap back to the other hats if need be. I'm going to switch to the sprint hat because it will allow us to go around quicker. I want to grab these pawns because I keep saying I will and I never do, and I need them because I keep running out of money. So let's head back to the back of the train quickly, back to where we began, and see what's going on. Well, that got dark quick.
Murder! On my Owl Express?
How do you recreate that? How do you say murder like that?
I can't believe someone would murder one of the Express Owls.
He says as I'm just standing in a pool of blood.
And I can't believe even more that it's your uncle's sister. What do you have to see for yourself?
It's a cardboard cutout. A very crudely made one.
Ooh, you're giving me the quiet treatment, eh? That's what a murderer would do.
How many times do you need to roll the R's? He rolled every single one. Oh, I love the Conductor. He's awesome.
Leave this case to us. We're C.A.W, the Crow Agent Watch. We've been monitoring everyone on this train since the last station.
They did it. They're the one. They did the murder. They did it.
We'll be searching the entire train for evidence. No one is allowed to go outside of this wagon.
What? I can't even walk around in my own train. Oh, how dare ya!
Once the clock hits midnight, we'll get off at the station with the murderer in cuffs. Stay here while we investigate further.
We have a time limit. And it's kind of dependent on the progress that we make through this mission. We've got to sneak because our detective is ready doing the jig.
Oh, those co-op picnics can't tell me what to do. I bet they committed the murder and are destroying all the evidence.
Yep, that's my fault. Because we gave them the information, false information, and they used it to make a cardboard cutout. It's literally a cardboard cutout. We can actually interact with it. What's the point?
I hope no one goes into the VIP area and accidentally steps on my contact lens. I hope no one goes...
Oh, okay. I thought we could talk to someone else, but we can't. Okay, fair enough. Yes, we've got to do sneaking again. And we don't want to get caught too many times, because otherwise we will obviously, you know, get knocked out, because we only have 4 chances. But no one's guarding this door anymore. We'll check that out in a bit. Oh, I almost got caught there. Yep, you're not safe in this room anymore. So, we have to sneak around the entire train. There are 2 achievements that we can actually get during this mission. We have to gather evidence in order to find the culprit or guess who it is, considering all the evidence there are available. But there are 2 ways on doing this mission. You either grab some of the evidence and choose it and you just get through normally, but you get an achievement if you grab all of the evidence, or none at all. So I'm going to have to go through this twice, but obviously the first time I will grab all evidence, the next I will blast right through. By the way, Metal Gear Solid reference, clearly because we are sneaking around in an actual building, even though we were already doing that last episode. As I said, kind of the theme for this mission, well, this entire level, effectively. There's another Iceon just sitting right here. Stick it up there, that little thing. And where have I got to go? I got to jump over here. Let's do that. And there are... Oh, yeah. I forget. We can actually blow this up. This is what I'm looking for. What's that say? Raven Suite. Let's just blow open the door and steal what's necessary. Like this relic. It's a blue crayon. This unknown relic might match with the others. You know that box that we got last time? That's a crayon box. The last bunch of relics that we need to collect are crayons, and we're almost done with the amount of relics that are actually going to be relics. As I've said many times, once we hit 12, the rest become rift tokens. Sneak past this guy. Because of the sepia tone, everything is glowing pink. For some reason I was having trouble grabbing that. Jump down here. This dude's patrolling this evidence. Let's swag that for ourselves. And the conductor is a suspect! Maybe he's the brains of the outfit. We don't actually know who's been calling us on the phone, so that's a question. I was surprised I was actually out of his range there. But we has a key. We can now go onwards. There's nothing back at the beginning of the train, so we're not going to bother going that way for now. We're going to just go down this way. Thankfully, those crows don't have peripheral vision. I haven't taken any hits, so we can just segue right in here and immediately walk into some... If I can even grab it. Well, that was actually very hard to do. Hitboxes with 2D objects. Yes, the crows are now available suspects, and they're literally right in front of the door, so if you're just holding forward, you'll probably grab that with no trouble. I'm actually getting some frame rate drops right now. That don't normally happen, but then again, it's a hot day. We've been having many hot days. Can't really help that, I apologise, but there's another key in here, and we can't actually grab 2 keys at once because we're already holding one. Even though Hat Kid's got 2 hands, we need to be able to grab ledges, as you see right there. So we're going to have to come back for that key once we open a door with this current one. So wait for that guy to spin around. There we are. We can slide over. And don't activate this panel, it will just fling you back to the opposite side of the room. It's a little bit of a fast travel, even though you don't really need it. Time's ticking, we gotta hurry. And that dude is patrolling that door. So we're just going to have to pop this door open. But now that we've opened it, we've immediately got to head back on ourselves. We need to go grab that key. Yep. If you didn't already realise that you had to go grab that key, well, now you do. Doing that gets us another emblem, which gives us more points for this mission. I think that's all the emblems in this mission, actually. There's not many emblems for the conductor. It's mostly the progress and how many ponds you actually grab. Yeah, that's a factor in points as well. Also, failing, I think, reduces your amount of points that you get, because technically it's all being recorded for the purpose of, you know, the Battle of the Birds, so you gotta keep that in mind. Even though apparently we're not recording, It's really playing out as such. Very cheesy, I might add.
So you think you can just sneak around the train like this? Just drop the detective act. You'll never catch the real murderer. You can't point your finger at someone without clues. The clock is ticking. Will you be able to find enough clues to point your finger at the murderer?
Well, clues don't really allow us to point to point to the murderer, but we have them as suspects if we have the clues for it. Yeah. When you're holding a key, grabbing an item doesn't actually look correct. I guess they didn't intend for you to actually pick up an item while holding a key, but then again, that also looks pretty cool. It's like looking at it like a watch, which kind of makes sense. Just click that with our other hand. Yep, it's wedged in between two bits of luggage. You can easily find it due to the glow though, so I don't really think I need to explain how you get that one. But I will say, come at the back here, and there's some evidence just hiding right in this corner. And the cardboard cutout is the suspect. Yeah, I think that's forged. Because we can't just say, hey, a cardboard cutout did it. I think the crows did it. Do you? Right, so we got those luggage. There's another item shining right up there that we want to go grab, so we might as well do that en route. Because otherwise you're going to have to play through the entire mission and grab the keys again if you do miss anything. And if it's shining that obviously in plain sight, why would you miss it? Hit this button. That ice panel becomes available for you to just skip this room entirely by flipping up. And just do a belly slide jump. Get another brewing yarn. Who's a cute little yarn ball sitting on my shoulder? There we are. Looks like I just knob it. Have you seen this egg? Found all mine, stinky hat now with a mustache. Yep, mustache girl's been here. We're seeing some evidence. Oh dear. She's getting really snarky. I know she wants the timepieces to take down the mafia, but there's no need to be like that. Hitting that switch pretty much makes him get confused and also makes a lift to skip pretty much back up to this point. But it also moves him out of the way so we can actually get to the next segment. Oh my god, it's one shot! Oh dear, Nico's reflection, how have you been? Looks like you got a lot of followers. Looks like you built yourself quite an audience downloading yourself into the express train. Interesting. Also, looks like they've been trying to find out who's actually the murderer here. They found the knife, it's in the dude, send off the squadron. Not much of a plan, really. Yeah, but this is more like the security room than anything else. That's why they're all watching the screens. It's not one shot at all, but you can imagine my surprise because I played one shot before this, and then when I played this, I was like, oh, you cannot tell me that is not a reference in any sense of the word. Who has a security room like this? Seriously. Right, so this room is the boiler room. We don't want to do that right now. We actually want to do this room for now. There's actually two things that we can do here, and I'll be showing them both off when I'm going for all the evidence.
You don't give up, do you? It seems the only way I can get rid of you is to make you run out of time.
That's not happening.
So here's a fun time eater. Has gotten itself in an unusual situation. It's hanging out on a thin rope for dear life, just above a wood-cutting machine. What an odd coincidence.
Maybe it's because he's made out of wood and not real. Plus, I wasn't thinking Bob as a dog.
What are you going to do? Save it from becoming sawdust? Or figure out who the murderer is?
Ah, we got the time. Right, we need to be quick if we want to grab this. If you actually leave the room, he will get shredded. And then you'll get a different phone call right outside the room. So, that guy was actually on me. That's one of those falling platforms again. Yeah, this room is actually pretty easy to get through. As you see, I'm just breezing through right here. Just a lot of belly slide jumps are more than enough to get across very quickly. There's no collectibles in here. All we got to do is just whack the button. I was actually trying to press B to activate it, but that was not what we want to do. And since we have saved our pup, which is huge, by the way.
Thank you, kind human, for saving me.
You're funny.
I found his clue on the murderer. Hope it helps you.
Yeah, well, this is definitely not evidence that we need, and the dog just falls against the woodcutting machine anyway. But the owls are now suspects. But maybe that's them trying to point the finger. Yeah, when we're not going to go for all the evidence, I will show off the alternate version of that while cutting for it. And we'll probably choose another... Well, we'll actually see another option because of it. We can skip this entire room, actually, if we're good with our jumps. We can jump up here. Oh, hang on. And then 1, 2, belly slide, jump, land on this pipe. Don't jump into the pit. Okay, we'll do it normally. Yeah, but if I actually made that jump proper... Are you kidding me? Why did you spit me out here? I do not approve. Bob Saget. Get it? Because we just called our dog Bob. If you nailed that jump, you could skip this entire section, but I didn't, and then I screwed up doing it the normal way. This is actually kind of a little bit of a hectic secondary platforming section. This one's obviously a lot more difficult than the other one. Can I turn the camera, please? Why did that de-render for a moment? That looked odd. Well, now the camera zoomed out, which helps, so... Oh, they started laughing right when they saw me, so they actually cut themselves out. And they just called me having ungly wings. I resent that fact. It's not my fault that they don't have feathers and I can't fly. Oh, dude. I was trying to actually change the ice hat. I should use the left and right on the control pad more. Yeah, we needed that key to progress, so that's actually required. Let's just do a massive jump across here. Climb on the computer. Get up here. Unlock the lounge. And we have more items to grab in here, and I kind of need this health because I'm running a bit low. Right. So, let's hop up this way, and... Oh, he actually saw me there. I didn't actually realise. But they're patrolling this, which is easily grabbable. Just walk behind them. They have no peripheral vision for whatever reason. And yes, apparently the murderer, the murderee, excuse me, could be the murderer. Did he... Well, I guess it does make a little bit of sense. He could have committed suicide, possibly. And everyone just thinks that there's been a murder, but there actually isn't. Could be a sting. There's a chest hidden in this room. And it contains a rift token, very cleverly hidden, because you may not think to go into a dead end when there's patrolling enemies, but if you fall down, easily grabbable. Oh, that was bad timing. At least I respawn back in this... What? I guess because I got caught while hanging, the game bugged out, so I was just hanging around, literally. I became John Chon for a moment there. What? Okay, that was very janky, but yeah, there's another room over this way, and I think we actually need to go over here because there's a key in this room, I believe. It is the sauna. Yeah, this train doesn't actually seem to make logical sense in its map structure. We're going every kind of direction.
Did you hear some noise outside?
Looks like the owls are seeming to patrol around here for some reason, even though they told you that they can't move from anywhere else, and yet this is a sauna as well, and they're in full suits. That don't really make much sense. I don't actually understand the logic behind these guys being in here, unless they were told to stay in the room and just, well, I'd say chill, but that's not the case. We are running very low on time, but everything's going according to plan. Let's just hop over here, jump up here, grab the heart, even though we don't really need it, unless you got caught too many times. Pop through these doors, there's our exit, hit this switch, and now we can actually get up there. Yeah, that's not a ladder, that's a platform. It's a lift, like this one down here. And we pretty much looped exactly back down to one shot, so... let's just ride up the lift and head into the final room. Which is actually kind of funny, because if we pop into this room, yeah, security cameras all over the place. Or are they really security cameras? We have their final suspect. Ourselves. They've been gathering data about us. And it's all collected in this nice and convenient folder. I don't know why that was the crows, again, because our face wasn't in there before. That was a bit of a glitch. But yeah, as you saw from there, we just collected our own evidence. Apparently we are the murderer, even though we were in a completely different room when it happened. That doesn't make much sense. By the way, if you want to end this mission, you have to actually enter this room and leave without grabbing the evidence in order to actually end with, well, without actually grabbing the evidence. All you gotta do is enter and leave. And the time is up. I think it's time to show our evidence.
So, who done it?
We don't know. We couldn't find any conclusive evidence. We have no idea who murdered this owl.
Well, you did find evidence, but someone stole them.
What? So you've done pickle to solve the case?
Whoa! Again, language. There's a kid in the room.
Who's the murderer? Which one of you did it?
If you grabbed all of them, you get to, well, if you grab any of them, to be honest, you can actually choose who the murderer is. Yes, you get 6 different endings, but we're only going to see one ending, and then the ending for not getting any evidence at all, because we won't be able to point the finger. What you looking at me for, Picnic? I had to do it, or the voices wouldn't stop. You know what? Oh my god. You know, considering that we had, you know, the eyes and the keyblade, I think this is kind of fitting. Yeah, are you sure Big Schmuck is the murderer? Why not?
You did it. Why, yes. It all makes sense. You saw the Express Owl all by himself, a lonely victim in your master scheme.
Yeah, I had someone else do it for me.
With a hatred for society and its rapidly increasing progress of transportation, you strike down the first passenger you saw. His body laid like a mannequin, with blood spilling everywhere, and the smell. It woke your inner demons. Then you tore off his limbs and ate them one by one, like an animal lusting for blood.
Okay, he's still got his limbs.
That's how it happened, wasn't it? You murdered that owl in cold blood.
Actually, I'm fine. She just stuck this fake rubber knife on me and told me to play dead.
Woo. That's all he has to say. It's a rubber knife. So, so what's the blood then?
But still, you've gone too far this time, Detective. You're going to the doghouse. Well, thanks for solving the murder, lassie. Not only did you reveal the murderer, you also revealed that the victim was never harmed.
So he wasn't a victim.
And you gave us intense footage for the movie.
He was recording.
What? You think I'd let a murder happen on my Owl Express? Oh, think again. That was all just a setup for my newest Owl Express movie. Murder on the Owl Express.
He really likes saying murder a lot. Maybe he's the culprit. Well, he is. He just admitted it.
Oh, you think DJ Picnic will make a movie that's even remotely as good? Ha! I think not. Here, take this thingamajig and get out of here.
We solved the mystery! Maybe I should have chose him. Then again, I could have chosen the crows. There's a lot of endings. But I'm going to show you the ending for when we don't actually, you know, get all the evidence, because that is an achievement that we're going to be ending off with. So, I'll see you guys in that moment where I will actually grab this timepiece. See you guys in just a moment. But before I actually do, we need to see our scoring. Murder on the Owl Express, directed by the Conductor. Just hold the A button to speed it up a tad. Our reviews are in. The amount of pawns you collect, the tokens you collected, and the quest-specific items in order to actually finish the episode all add up to an overall score, which puts them into the standings for the final level. Okay, as I said before, there are 2 outcomes to this particular room. We go in, and then we have the phone call again. And after we have the phone call that I just skipped, we want to leave and not rescue the pup. Walk away.
Are you sure you want to leave it hanging? Why not turn around and give it a little time-consuming help before it's too late?
Nope, not my dog. Not my cardboard cutout, not my Bob. The reason why I was being quiet there is that if you just heard that... Are you kidding me? If you heard that, we heard a little buzzsaw go off and a bark. However, if you go back in now, you see that he's actually been, you know, shredded. It's all smoking, and even if you hit the switch, I don't think you're going to be able to get the evidence, because it's been shredded along with. However, we're not going for any of them, so I'll see you at the end of this mission.
Who's the murderer? Which one of you did it?
We do not have any evidence, so the game gives us one at random. And that's actually the first time I got this achievement, because that just popped up on screen and I never edited it. What are you looking at me for, picnic? I guess we are going to choose him after all.
Me? I can't be the murderer. I'm the conductor. What? No, seriously, what? No, it wasn't me.
He's so... that was so high-pitched. It wasn't me. What was that?
Stop. Cut it out. What? All right, fine. It was me. I did it. There, you're happy?
Nope. You gotta explain yourself, mate.
How'd you figure out it was me? Hmm? I tried really hard to avoid being the villain in my own movie.
Oh, well, that just broke the immersion.
The Express Owl isn't even dead. I just gave him the rubber knife and asked him to play dead for a few hours.
Yeah, can I go now? I'm kind of sore from playing dead for so long. This rubber knife is also a bit uncomfortable.
He's right in his gut. How is that not actually hurting, even if it was rubber? And that's the alternate ending, I guess. I mean, it just gives us the finger to be pointed directly at the conductor. So we've at least seen two endings, but this episode has gone on way longer than it needed. And that was all on one act for one timepiece. Yeah, the missions really are getting very meaty, and I will try to keep them shorter, but this one's just a feature-length movie, so I can't really help it. With that, guys, let's watch the credits, and I'll see you guys next time, where we help out DJ Grooves in his endeavours.